Senator from District 12, Kevin Avard. Kevin was in the House. This is his third term as Senator in District 12. Would you please chat with us?
I own a cleaning business. And sometimes when I go to a job, whether it's a hoarder or a garage or something that's overwhelming, you look, you go in, and you think, where am I going to start? Have you ever had a cleaning job that you didn't know where to begin? That's where we're at today. I'm seeing a mess, and it didn't happen overnight. If you've ever watched Hoarders, it's time. Things got piled up. Things got piled up. Things got neglected. It took time for these people to be buried alive. Where we're at today, it took time. This has been going on for a very, very long time. I think if any of you have heard me in the campaign last year, we were talking about the situation with our education system. We were talking about know what you believe and why you believe it. Why is this right? Why is this wrong? We're being challenged on our beliefs, and if you don't know how to defend your beliefs, somebody's going to come in and they're going to put down their moral standard. If we're just an accident, as Richard Dawkins would say, there is no good or evil. You have to start thinking on that level. If there is no good or evil, then every moral standard that is being placed upon our society is just a standard where you can control people. Changing definitions from equity, from equality, mean something totally different. But it's a moral standard. And the schools are teaching a moral standard. What is this moral standard? Well, if you're white, then you're privileged and you're automatically racist. But if I choose my biblical understanding, I'm told that I'm to love my neighbor as myself. Which standard is right? Which authority are we going to use? I think the one that is being taught in the schools is a much lesser standard. We've learned about the Good Samaritan. Let me give you an example of a modern-day Good Samaritan. A Jewish person in Iran gets mugged. And a whole bunch of people walk by, but yet the Ayatollah comes over, picks up this Jewish person, washes him off, cleans him up, takes care of him, sends him back home. That's a Good Samaritan. Why do I use that as a standard? Because there's a hatred between those countries and those people. But we're told to love like the Good Samaritan. We're supposed to put everything aside. Whether it is the color of the skin, the nationality, the religion, we're taught to love our neighbor as ourselves. Under this hangs the whole law. We know about the Decalogue, the Ten Commandments. In your New Hampshire Constitution, read it. It talks about equity. Not equity, piety. What is piety? Are you being taught piety in the public schools anymore? Our children are being robbed. What's going on? There are a lot of things going on with regards to critical race theory. And I want to thank Representative Keith Amon for really helping this come to a head. Without his legislation, we would not necessarily be having this conversation. We need to be involved. Obviously, Hollis is. And you folks, and Hollis and Brookline, you've done a great job at looking at the monster that's before you. You're surrounded. You're all surrounded. But like good paratroopers, you know that's your job. You got to get out there and fight. And the enemy is around you on all different directions, and they want to dominate you. They want to subjugate your conscience to their moral standard. Don't give in. We are doing things on the Senate with regards to critical race theory. We're having negotiations with the governor. Chuck Morris, the Senate president, is having a lot of conversations about this particular language. One of the avenues that we're looking at is that if a teacher or any public servant teaches critical race theories, that there will be civil lawsuits against those people. And I hope that that goes through. Finally, we got to rein in the university system, because that is the root of the problem. And it's time to speak up. I thank you for the opportunity. I really didn't know what the details as to what to talk about it, but we are working on it, I promise you. So,
is there a textbook to this program that they're teaching? I mean, and what are they teaching?
I think we have some experts that are going to be talking about that. And I want to thank Daniel Richards for being here as well. He's the person that I interviewed about this, that his eyes were opened when he just barely asked the question, what is critical race theory? And we'll leave you with that. But thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Crop tape.